Hey guys, sorry it's been a little time since I posted my last video, but I've been super duper busy. We had guests in from out of town, and my daughter flew out to Phoenix a couple days ago, and we've just been really busy. But in this video, I wanted to address someone sent me something in my inbox about being married and some of the fears that she has. She's 20 something and wants to be married someday, or I don't know if she has a boyfriend, or she's, I don't know what her circumstances are, but she wanted to know. She had a few questions, so I want to answer these questions, and I'm hoping that other people out there who have been married, who are married, successful or unsuccessful, will leave video responses so that we can kind of have like a panel of views, of different perspectives is what I mean, and even, your experience with what didn't work. Okay, our first question was, do you remain attracted to your husband even after a long time? And I would say, yes, I do remain attracted to him. I think Paul's a good-looking guy. I think initially it was like probably lust. He was a hot dude, and, whatever. Okay, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Ouch. Okay, so, sorry. But, I think after years of marriage, especially when you're starting to get a little bit older and you're losing some of the haughty aspects or whatever, your relationship gets deeper, and you don't see so much like the surface stuff. I mean, I do, but I don't, and I don't know if that's how he feels or not. But as you begin to love a person, like the deeper you love them, the deeper your attraction is to them. And I mean, have you ever met somebody who wasn't very attractive, and as you got to know them, they became more attractive? And I just mean, like, I have friends that I've met who initially I was like, wow, I have a friend that's a woman, and she shaves her head, and she only has a few teeth in the front of her face. And when I first saw her, she was just an unattractive person. As I've got to know her, I don't even notice that stuff anymore. I mean, she's beautiful. And I think as you develop a relationship inside marriage, you get beyond, your love deepens, and you see the outside attraction still, of course, but the inside of that person and your relationship with them and all that, it makes it deeper. So yes, I do remain attracted to my husband. The next question was, is it natural to not have the same amount of passion as when you first met in the first year? I don't know. That's kind of a strange question because, in the first year, I would say it's a lot of endorphins, emotions, feelings, and I think it's meant to be that way for that initial attraction, that's just how it works. That's why we're attracted to each other, is we have these, chemicals that release, and you're passionate, and oh my God, you're so this, and you're perfect, and all that. And those things do fade, definitely. I would say they fade. However, your passion, as you get to know somebody and you love them deeper, you work through issues, because it's tough being married. It's a very tough deal. I mean, I'm going to be straight up about that. It takes a lot of work, and a lot of communication, and, a lot of acceptance on things that, you wish he didn't do, or you wish he did do. And, you have to just kind of, but that's beside the point. We still have passion in our relationship, definitely. I don't know about other people. I'm a pretty passionate person, and Paul's a pretty passionate person. So there's still plenty of passion, inside the bedroom and outside. You know what I mean? Like, in all different ways. I think it's kind of different than it is initially. But as you grow in your relationship, hopefully, it just kind of, it's like metamorphosis. I don't know if that's even the right word. Yikes. Okay. Have I been tempted to cheat? And if so, how did I keep myself from doing so? I would say that if you're being tempted to cheat on your spouse, that you're in a pretty unhealthy place in your marriage. I know from what I hear, and I've read books on marriage and stuff, I know a lot of women are tempted to cheat because they don't feel appreciated in their marriage. They don't feel like their husband listens to them. They don't feel like their husbands think they're beautiful anymore. And, you know, the question about remaining attracted, I think it's so important that men let their women know how beautiful they are. Lie if you have to, you know, men. Women want to feel beautiful, and men want to feel appreciated. I mean, that's what I've learned in my marriage. And so I guess as being a mother of 4, and I stay at home, I don't have a workplace, there's not a lot of places that I would find somebody to cheat with. You know, on the soccer field, I guess maybe if there was some good-looking dad with his kids, but no thanks. That's way too complicated. But, you know, and I hate to say this, but, you know, you have to have a healthy sex life. And I know women aren't always there with it, but sometimes it's a sacrificial gift, and sometimes it's a passionate, awesome thing. You know, this is a pretty complicated issue. Okay. Last was, do you ever just want to talk, and he doesn't want to listen? What do you do then? And I had alluded earlier to not having many friendships. I'm in a growth phase in my life, and I'm building friendships with women. And I have a pretty close relationship with my mom. I have a pretty close relationship with my daughters. And so a lot of the just, you know, I just want to spew off at the mouth. You know, I talk to my mom, I talk to my girls, and I talk to my friends. Women do have the gift of gab, and we do need to talk, and we need to be heard. And a lot of times when our husbands don't want to listen to us, it really hurts us emotionally. And I cannot understate or overstate, I don't know what I mean, but I can't say it enough, that, you know, communication in a relationship is key. It's the biggest thing, you know. And I would say a few other things are honesty, you know, being honest about where you're at, what you're feeling, not nagging them, but letting them know where you're coming from, being open-minded to different ways of approaching things, and being willing to change, being willing to work with your partner and, you know, come up with solutions. And, you know, that's what's worked for me so far. And I would not say I have had anywhere near a perfect relationship. It takes a lot of work, but most relationships that are worth having require you to put in a lot of time, and they're well worth it in the end. If you can stick it out, you know. Sometimes it's just, you know, accepting that person for where they're at and what they're doing, and, you know, getting support from other places, you know, getting support from your friends, and, you know, venting on them, and being able to walk back in the house with a clear head, and just love your husband. And I know men need space, you know. Sometimes they just need to veg out, and sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, you don't love me, you just want to watch TV, or you just want to veg, and what about me? And, you know, it's important to me that I don't rely solely on my husband for everything, for every need. You know, that's why I have a full plate of relationships, and I can get those needs met in different ways, you know. And I don't know, that's my ramblings on. I hope it helped for the girl that sent the email. And I hope that you guys don't judge me too harshly, and that you will join me in video responses. I think that would be so cool. I would like to see other people's views and their perspectives. So, all right. Thanks, guys. I know it was a little long. Thanks for sticking it out. See ya. Bye.